The older man would sit at the table, leaning forward in his seat. He would speak rather loudly and unapologetically. He's hardly had anything to drink, and yet he babbles as though he has thrown his shame out the tavern doors. Then again, you often have the effect on people like him. They're so easily intoxicated by a couple of words and gestures. And after I closed up all those worthless deals with the smith near the festival square, I'm telling you, I've never seen more coin pile up in my pocket. I told those idiots working under me that making long-term investments was a pointless gander. In this day and age, with all those monsters outside our walls, who knows how long is? Ain't that right? You certainly have quite the, interesting perspective. They say I'm ahead of my time. I got an understanding of how not to waste gold. Business isn't a learned skill. It's a natural talent. Either you're born with the ability to bargain, or you're falling behind. That's how I see it. He raises his hand towards the bartender, hardly allowing his tongue at rest. Bartender! I'll take another rye beer. Two for me and the pretty lady. Oh, no. No drinks for me. Oh, come on. We're having a nice time out here. The least I could do is buy you a drink or two. Ain't that right, Miss Freya? Unless your holy ways frown upon the consumption of alcohol. Oh, I'm not worried about that. I just prefer to savor this moment. You reach out your hand and place it on top of his own. His face lights up at the small gesture, and his grin would widen. Well, I couldn't possibly argue with that now, can I? A younger man would walk by the table, placing the man's rye beer before him in a wooden mug. He would take the cup gladly and drink from it, slamming it back down on the table, utterly satisfied. I'll tell you, Miss Freya, I did not expect you to agree to my kind little proposal. Oh? It's not every day you invite a priestess to a couple of drinks and you actually end up getting them to a tavern with you. You're quite the special case, I'd say. His opposing hand would slowly make its way off of the beer mug and over your own, so that both of his hands tightly clasp yours. I might just be the luckiest man in Davenport. Well, even as a priestess, I couldn't hold myself back from meeting you. You can practically see the chill that runs down his spine when you speak. He laughs and chuckles like an idiot. His very presence before you is like that of a child who's just given a handsome reward. Still. You're not bad company either, you know. All those other priestesses at the church, they're always Yona this and Yona that, but you're a real treat. Not just for the eyes. He leans back in his chair. Let me tell you, it's hard to find good company in this city. If you ask me, Davenport got too big and now we have all sorts of people running around who have no idea what they're doing with their life. The other day, Matilda even... He pauses, and immediately your eyes narrow. Got him. Matilda, Who's that? Sorry, I think I misspoke. He squeezes your hand tighter with his own as you lift your chin, looking down your nose at him. Forget I said that, Miss Freya. Why is that? Who exactly is Matilda? She's no one, I promise you, just another woman that threw herself at me, but she's hardly my type. If I'm being honest, I'm much more interested in what we got going on here. He moves his chair closer to you, hunching his shoulders as if to bow his head in your very presence. So why don't we just move past that little slip and talk more about what really matters, Like us. I'm having a great time out here, you know. Perhaps we could even continue it at my place. Are you sure Matilda wouldn't mind, sir? I told you there's no Matilda in this picture. Not in the picture. That's a strange thing for you to say about your wife, don't you think? Immediately you watch the color drain from the man's face. Oh, come on. Your family's been coming to the church for sermons for, well, your wife, children, you, all of you. I've seen you all. He stammers, trying to find the words to say. The truth is, you're a married man. And you would lie to a priestess about your relationship? No, it's nothing like that. I promise you that you're not trying to cheat on your wife with a holy priestess. Are you? No, The man lets go of you standing. You simply smile and cross one leg over the other as you watch his expression shift and morph. His face nearly goes red in anger. Did you come here just to set me up? To expose me? You're hardly a priestess. You're a witch, aren't you? How could I have set you up when you were the one to invite me? Sir? Because... His entire body trembles as slowly he would rise to your feet as well, eyes half closed and gazing into his own. This is your fault. You led me on. You led you on. Oh, please. I have higher standards than scum under my heel. You would begin to walk past him, your hand brushing against his shoulder as you go. The man simply crumbles back into his chair in absolute dismay. The young man would carefully approach the table, intending to take the empty mug of beer from the man. You notice the busser, and as you leave, you pass him a bit of coin as a tip, giving him a smile and a wink. His face turns bright red at the gesture. Keep the change. Or, better yet, buy him another drink. He'll need it. And with that, you leave the tavern entirely. You have other duties to attend to, after all. Boring. And then again, they always are. Same old. I think they'd be smarter than to invite a priestess to drinks. Well, apparently not. He did say there's all sorts of people running amok in this city, including dumb ones like himself. Well, Yona would be proud. I should tell Alena about this one. She'll be so proud of me. I can hear it already. Freya, you're a genius. Okay, maybe she won't actually say it like that, but I can dream. Well, who needs dreaming when I can just make it a reality? Almost there. Home sweet home. The church. Yoo-hoo! Guess who's back?
What the?
Hey! Back from another day of executing Yona's will, and a really successful one at that. You know, she would be really proud. Are you proud of me, Alena? You'd be proud of me, right?
I suppose so?
Oh my. And who might you be?
This is Mr. Wolfsbane. Roland Wolfsbane?
The Roland Wolfsbane?
Indeed. Indeed it is. He's back.
Huh. And don't you look pretty lively for a dead guy?
And you
Freya.
seem awfully flirtatious for a priestess.
I'll take that as a compliment. You know, I've heard plenty about the almighty Roland Wolfsbane, the last generation of the Wolfsbane name, but I didn't expect you to be so... cute.
How unbecoming, Freya.
Oh, come on, you know me. Another damn one, good one at that. I just caught another man in a lie. You can thank me later.
Okay, is she really a priestess?
I'll have you know I am. And a damn good one at that.
Yes, and a priestess's duties do not involve flirting.
Yeah, well, works out for me every time.
I pray you find help in the goddess.
I do every day. Now, how about you? What takes you to the church?
Personal business.
Oh, what kind of personal business? I can get involved.
Unlikely.
You'd be surprised. People often don't understand me.
Then I guess you would find me shocked and alarmed on a better day.
Maybe.
On this one, I don't have time for this.
You say that, but you haven't broken eye contact with me.
Mr. Wolfsbane, what was it that you needed again?
What was it
Well,
that you needed?
With company, I'm not sure I can exactly ask it anymore.
Perhaps you could step outside for a moment.
Oh, but you know, it's kind of stuffy out there. I'd prefer to stay in here. Freya. That's my name, by the way. A priestess.
Useful information, but it didn't concern me.
You never know what does until it's too late.
Fine then. Yes, I'm Roland Wolfsbane. I'm working with the church on personal affairs, more specifically the church's personal affairs. And they asked for me in particular because they couldn't find anyone more up to the task, I suppose.
Makes sense. I've heard many stories about you.
But regardless, that ability seems...
Oh. Well,
She
isn't
looks
this a busy
concerned.
place today? A young woman would stumble into the church, her eyes red and her stature trembling. She looks up at you all as she approaches. My apologies. I had no intention in interrupting priestesses. Alena would be the first to walk forward.
My dear, you have no need to apologize. Please, take a seat.
Alena would lead the woman downstairs, allowing her to carefully rest upon the church pews.
What seems to be the matter?
I came in the hopes of seeing a blessing from the goddess, perhaps even a miracle.
Miracles. You think those really exist?
Alena would shoot you a rather angered glare at the suggestion before turning her attention back to the young woman.
May I ask your reasoning, miss?
Sarah. My name is Sarah. She sniffles, carefully removing a handkerchief from her pocket and dabbing under her eyes. I came in the hopes of attaining asylum. I'm afraid the misfortune has struck in my life, and I'm not sure what to do. You see, my husband, he's always been a foolish man, but I never thought that... She chokes on her words. That he would leave like this. Well, whomever he cheated with, it wasn't me.
Freya! That is enough. Please.
Alena would chastise you before turning back to Sarah.
Please, forgive them both. However, if you don't mind, I would like to inquire on how your husband has left you, Sarah.
He did not cheat. He was not that kind of man. He was but a simple fisherman in status, and yet his mind was that of a dreamer. He had such lofty ambition. He would often tell me that in his travels at sea, one day he would discover a way to care for me financially. You see, our finances have been rather dismal as of late, and he had hoped to change this and move us up in the world. He wished our family comfort and happiness above all else. But blinded by this desire, he began to chase a fantasy. And now, I fear he shall never return to me. Well, you know what they say. Sometimes it's hard to face reality.
Why do you believe he shall never return, Sarah?
Alena continues to inquire. My husband has always been one to believe in the truth behind folklore. And recently, he left on his small fishing boat with a friend of his, Ajax. They said they would both return in 3 days from this trip, but it's almost been a week and I have seen no sign of Ajax or my husband.
Do you know where they intended on going?
They both spoke of a place known as the Glinting Gloom Pass. But such a place is the stuff of legends.
Wait, Glinting Gloom Pass. You're sure that that's what they said?
Yes, I'm quite certain of it. My husband said that the treasures found within this pass could pay off our debts, and that with them, we could be able to live the comfortable lifestyle he craved for us.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with this pass. Do you know something about it, Mr. Wolfsbane?
It's an old sailor's folk tale.
Indeed. Supposedly there's a pass within Davenport's adjacent seas that never stays in one place for long, and it's covered with the thickest of fogs. However, it is said that if you made it to the middle of the fog, you would find treasures you could hardly comprehend.
Those who seek the pass often disappear and are never seen again.
The woman cries out, tears welling in her eyes. I can hardly stand the thought. My husband, he simply wished to save us from debt, and now he's left me alone with it. His fantasy Ulysses has caused him to disappear just as all of the other sailors have. Alena would take the woman's shoulders sympathetically.
Sorry. I'm certain your husband shall return. In the meantime, you may pray to the goddess for her blessing. Yona shall hear your prayers and certainly send aid to your family.
Please, goddess. Oh, holy Yona.
I'll look for your husband.
Oh, what?
Alena would practically double take in your direction as you say this. You will? Oh, mighty Yona, thank you for this miracle. Thank you for bringing me the assistant of the Wolfsbane.
Mr. Wolfsbane, are you certain? We have other matters to attend to, and no offense, but this decision seems rather out of character.
I'll look around the docks and try to find out more on the pass.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Wolfsbane. Please, find my husband. I'm begging you.
I don't make any promises. But I'll see what I can do.
Poor soul.
Indeed.
Only
The
one
Yona
place to
bring her
find
strength.
out any information. It's gotta be the sailors at the docks.
The sailors
Have
at
to
the docks,
investigate. And you're coming because...
Well, she was talking to all of us, wasn't she? She did request the church's assistance with Yona.
I can handle this on my own.
Maybe so, but I'm intrigued.
You can take him at his word, Freya. He can handle this on his own.
Oh, I'm sure he can. But this does seem a really dangerous thing that could be happening. What if other members of our church come to us with similar problems? Shouldn't we be in the know about such a thing? It does concern the church, after all.
Perhaps we should come along.
Hear that, Mr. Wolfsbane? You've just gamed yourself 2 people. Now we could waste more time arguing, or we could make our way over to the docks.
Whatever. I don't care either way. Just don't get in my way.
Oh, we won't.
If I may ask, Mr. Wolfsbane. Never mind, then.
Words escape you, my friend Alena. You know, I don't think word does him justice. He's quite a looker.
Freya, your duties as a priestess should be holy.
Oh, pish-posh. How long have you known me, Alena? Come on, you can't look at him and say he's not.
I'm
Exactly.
choosing to be respectful.
Oh, so
Freya.
you do agree.
You would...
You didn't deny my claims, did you, my dear friend?
You would do well to drop this topic of conversation.
No.
You know, Freya, it's going to be quite hard for you down the road as a priestess if you continue down this unholy path.
Unholy schmoly. There's never been a man I can't wrap around my fingers.
We're here.
And that's exactly the problem. Lust is a sin, Freya.
We're here, you say?
That should be it. And we should see what people know about the Glinting Gloom Pass. They might have information. Point us in the direction. We just need to be able to get there. Sorry, do you know the right way to the blacksmith shop? I'm from one of the ships out of the city, and I'm just a bit lost. It's that direction. Just keep along the road, you can follow the signs.
Smell that fresh ocean breeze. It's so refreshing, isn't it?
Ozen.
She is right. It is quite nice out here.
It is indeed.
What about one of you? the two young men would be embracing one another happily. It's so good to see you again, brother. How was your trip overseas? One would ask. It was well enough. Clear skies, clear waters. How has the city been? It seems to be rather busy today, doesn't it? Quite busy. A number of traders arrived today as well. Festival Square is simply bustling. I wouldn't mind seeking it for myself. Both of you. What do you know about the Glinting Gloom Pass? They both glance up at you. One of them in particular would furrow his brow. Why do you ask of such a place? Even stating its name brings misfortune, don't you know that? What are you both talking about? The Glinting Gloom Pass is a spot at sea that moves as easily as the waves in the ocean. It never stays in one place, making it elusive, but the story goes that if you find it, you'll be surrounded by a thick fog. And in the distance, you'll see the glittering of hundreds of gold coins. However, as much as you try to navigate toward the coins, you never seem to get any closer. And you find yourself stuck in the fog forever until your ship either crashes, or you starve, your greed becoming your undoing. My, what a dreadful story.
Always moving. So, how do you find it?
I told you, it moves around. And even if its movements could be tracked, after that story I just told you, why would you want to track it? The man sighs, putting a hand on his brother's shoulder. Come along, brother. Let's look at the festival square and get in on that excitement, shall we? That sounds delightful. I'll lead the way. Farewell. That wasn't exactly useful information. There's also going to be a lot of inconsistencies in these stories. After all, it's a folk tale we're pursuing right now.
I keep bringing up legends.
There's a chance it couldn't be a real place, but even if we hear a story that seems somewhat plausible, we might be able to find the specific story that our missing husband could have found.
Somewhat. Do you not
Which means
believe
it doesn't
in the
matter if
legends,
it's
Mr.
true.
Wolfsbane?
I believe in what I can see, and what is tangible.
Then
But what I believe is that there could be more that meets the eye. I doubt that it's this superstitious folktale about getting lost in some fog. But there's merit to every story. You just need to find the truth in it.
Oi there! This boat doesn't belong to you, does it? Scram!
apologies.
Everyone's so friendly out here in the city. Do you have any friends, Mr. Wolfsbane?
A tiresome endeavor. The young man is hard at work, readying the boat to set sail. Ah, hello there. Sorry, am I in your way? I'll be out of your hair in just a moment. My grandfather and I are about to set sail. Would you happen to do anything, sir? The old man would call back towards the younger individual who was rushing about the docks, untying the ropes that anchor the ship to the wooden planks. Oi! How go the knots? Are we ready to set sail? The fish won't bite forever. I'm on my way, sir. Sorry. The young man shots back toward him. I'm almost done here. You seem like a seasoned sailor. What do you know about the Glinting Gloom Pass? He raises an eyebrow as you speak with him. The Glinting Gloom Pass. It's not every day that some landlubbers come around asking about that. Well, you're in for quite the story. Oh dear. The young man stammers as the older gentleman intakes a breath. The story tells of an ancient blessedness that was brought forth to the sailors of the ocean blue by an unknown god of the sea. This mist is home to many treasures, but the tribulations to capture the fortune on many. Lethal challenges await those who seek the mist, and only the truly worthy find their way past these trials, where they're given enough coin to last them more than a lifetime. However, once they touch these goods and treasures, they're not allowed to leave the mists again. Some say that all those who vanished in the mist found their way through the various trials and now live on in bliss with the wealth of a king, a part of the mist forevermore.
So much about the mists. But where are the mists?
No one knows. The mists are quite elusive and never remain in one place. However, it is believed that those who seek the mist shall find it in due time. Sir, the boat is ready. Ah, good. Boy, come aboard. We have fish to catch.
In due time. Sounds
seems
like
like
something
any-
gamblers tell themselves every time they put more money in.
Curious. So far, it seems like every single time one could possibly know where the location is. They just happen to be the people that don't come back. How exactly do you find a place no one returns from?
Troubling
You
indeed.
don't, I imagine. From what they describe, it seems to find you. How peculiar.
Fortunately, we don't have the time to sail the sea forevermore. The ocean's a big place. As far as we know, this can be outside the kingdom. And then it's anywhere across the continents.
Well, we inquired all across the docks. Who else would know information on such a thing?
Patience is a virtue. Everything appears rather orderly. In that case, I suppose I may continue my patrol elsewhere.
So, Mr. Wolfsbane, how do you keep in shape?
Fighting monsters takes a lot out of you.
Does
If you're not
wonders
at
for
your peak
body.
condition at all times, then you fall to them. The young man would stand at the edge of the docks, tapping his foot impatiently. Come on, then. When are they going to send a boat back for me? Been waiting here for hours.
What would a fine sailor like you know about a certain glinting pass, thingy?
Glinting Pass thingy. You wouldn't be talking about the Glinting Gloom Pass, would you? Why would you want to ask about something like that? It's nothing but some old legend we tell to all the younger sailors. It's not actually real. And see, we'll use it as a fable to warn against greed. If you go chasing after those mists that glitter with treasure, you're bound to crash into the rocks surrounding it. But it's all just one big metaphor. That's all there is to it. So you don't know where it is. There is nowhere. It's not a real place. It's nothing but a story. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm pretty busy here. Waiting on the rest of my crew to come and get me. If those idiots would just hurry it up.
Just a legend. Then, perhaps there is no past to be found. Perhaps the poor woman's husband simply sailed away without her.
I wouldn't be surprised. Men do all sorts of things like that.
Has to be a merit to every story. Surely someone has to have some inkling, even if it's a wrong impression. This husband would have learned it from somewhere. But from what we're gathering, if it was a passing sailor, they could have set sail on the sea already. And then the location of that specific story is gone now. All of these don't point to a location. So where would these people have found where to go?
Did you think of something?
Nothing more than just continuing to inquire. The older man in unknown attire would be carrying several crates off the ship, wiping his brow once he's finished. All right, that should be the last supply drop for now. I believe Yosef said he would meet me here for the trade, right? Hey, we got a question about the Glinting Gloom Pass. You talking to me? And glances up at you all. I mean, obviously I know about it. What sailor doesn't? I don't know why you'd want to ask about it.
Well, what do you know about it,
Just about the same as any other. It's a mysterious acre of sea surrounded by an otherworldly fog that glitters and shines when you stare into the horizon. According to the folktales, an ancient treasure lies within the heart of the mists. But the treasure is nothing but a trap. It's cursed fortune. Those who seek it and find themselves grasping greedily at the shining jewels are bound to the mist forever, never to return to their home for eternity. Or at least that's what I've been told. And who's to say if that's true? After all, every sailor who sought the fortune has vanished without a trace. Was it a curse? Or was it something else? Oh, sorry. I think that man over there is who I'm meant to meet with. If you'll excuse me.
Oh,
Another story
dearest
with no
Yona, I pray
location.
that you bring good fortune to this poor, poor woman.
Do you swim? You look like you swim.
Have to.
Hmm.
Shh! Just let him go about his business! But I'm just as shocked as you are. They announced him dead, didn't they? Oh, this one's still referring to me. Excellent.
Well, you were announced dead to pretty much everyone here. Can't be surprised. I heard there were some pirates docked not too far from here. I hope they're not here to cause trouble.
There's nothing that points to a location still. So where could these people have gone? Is there anyone else to inquire in the docks?
I'm not sure.
Even if there was, we don't seem to be getting anywhere.
All we're getting is a bunch of nondescriptive stories at best.
How do you find a place that no one returns from?
I should return to the church and prepare
What?
or sorrow for the worst.
Oh.
A little early to call a funeral procession, don't you think?
Welcome to the church. You were pronounced dead, were you not?
And they already began preparing my grave in the crypt. Who's to say that this husband is dead? And even if he is, who's to say we can't find his resting place?
Not everyone's
Either
you,
way,
Mr. Wolfsbane.
I should be there to comfort her. I don't want her to be alone in the church.
I think I'll stick around for a little bit longer, Alena. When I get back, update me on the situation, okay? And I'll do the same.
Best to keep yourself in the straight and narrow, Freya.
Don't I always?
We just wouldn't want to scare away the esteemed hunter that we're working with.
Oh. But the chase is part of the fun. Off now, Alena. See you later. Now where were we, Mr. Wolfsbane?
A story always starts from somewhere. How would people know of the Glinting Gloom Pass if someone didn't live to tell the tale?
Well, we seem to talk to everyone on the docks, so we have to find another place that there would be people to ask.
Stories like these are like stories about monsters. When you're in the moment and you see it, you exaggerate it. The fangs were 10 feet long and the talons were my entire body's length. But the monster simply turns out to be the person's height, with normal-sized fangs and talons that are irregular, but not monstrous. There's always a basis to some form of truth. It's when these stories get passed between people that they all begin to dilute themselves. But
But?
what's one place where stories come to congregate? If there's one person I could think of that's heard every story there is, I think I'll know where to find him.
And where exactly is that?
The tavern.
Now
Doesn't
that I
matter
think
what walk
about
of life you have, if you're visiting the city or if you're leaving it, you always come for a pint. And when you do, and you're drunk, you always tell of anything interesting. Stories of monsters, stories of fortune, stories of mists.
I think you're onto something. Just earlier I was dealing with special someone who was doing the exact same thing.
So, a priestess frequents the tavern. That can't be the most noblest of looks.
Oh, I think it is. I'm always doing noble things.
That's the church. It's this way.
Hey, would you like me to take the lead, Mr. Wolfsbane?
There's a
Seems you're a
sign
little
with a
lost.
mug in front.
Oh, I know where it is.
It's worrying if you're more familiar with its location than I.
Someone's gotta do the work that others won't.
Drink?
I don't drink that much. I'm a priestess after all. I have standards.
We we can be right-clicking these people. Hold on.
Shoot. I did not know that, good sir.
I forgot that. Did you hear? Roland Wolfsbane returned to Davenport after he was announced dead by the guild.
Oh, I had heard. Oh, I couldn't contain my excitement. The city needed a bit of good news lately. Good news at that. I'm staring at it.
Blacksmith's hard at work in the forge.
So you said you swim. Did you do any other activities?
Climbing, running, anything cardiovascular. Wonder where all the hunters went. Tried onto the guild hall, but the door was locked. Here we are.
In the tavern.
Patrons as well. Another one! Reeves! This man is quite drunk. He doesn't seem eager to stop himself anytime soon.
Never do.
Find it intolerable when people don't know their limit. Yeah, it's nice to rest in stable land once in a while. It's exhausting at sea for so long. The mercy of the waves. Too young to know anything. The bartender would be... I'm gonna sit. The bartender would be mixing a couple of drinks behind the counter as you both enter. He lifts his head ever so slightly when you seat yourselves, and notice that his eyes would glint ever so slightly when he rests his gaze on Freya in particular. He clears his throat, collecting his thoughts. You told me a couple days ago that Roland Wolfsbane would walk into my bar, joined by a priestess of Yona. I'd have thrown you out the tavern for babbling nonsense. Shut it. We're here on business. Business? Of course. Do you require a room? Reeves chuckles when Roland glares at him, entirely unamused. Come now. I'm just joking. Sorry if my little quips were a bit too unholy for your ears, priestess.
Not at all. In fact, I don't mind the idea. Do you, Roland?
He raises an eyebrow, glancing back at Roland. Quite the interesting one you've found for yourself, haven't you? He sets the drinks down. Regardless, it's a pleasure, young priestess, truly. I've known Roland here for quite some time, so naturally it's just a bit surprising to see a lovely woman walking alongside him. Tell me, Roland, what business did you have with me this time? What do you know about the Glinting Gloom Pass? He pauses. The Glinting Gloom Pass. And why exactly do you find yourselves interested in a sailor's tale all of a sudden? A new job came up. I want to find the pass. Find it! Learning the legend is one thing, but finding it is an entirely different story. Its location differs depending on who you ask to recount its details, and the fortune itself changes just as much. He crosses his arms. Besides, I'm curious as to why you think I would know its location, of all people. After all, I'm no sailor. But you're the bartender. And that means you hear everything others don't. Astute. He narrows his eyes. As it happens, I do know a certain someone who spoke often of the pass in a drunken stupor. Apparently this individual seems to have even survived the pass.
Survived? How intriguing.
If you want more information on the pass, perhaps even how to locate it, and I would recommend you find Quinn. He is the captain of a pirate's crew. I believe they even docked their ship within Davenport today. Lucky for you,
Wait. Quinn, you say? Pirate? Oh, dear. I don't think he'll be quite happy with me.
Why is that? I can't imagine a pirate finding a reason to quarrel with a priestess.
Yeah. They have history with a crewmate of his.
He blinks in surprise. Given your statements towards Roland, and that rather short anecdote, I believe I may now understand the complexities of your character. History regardless, I recommend you speak with Quinn if you really want to find the past. The best informant you may find it, the one that no one else goes to speak with. Was someone drunk when they wrote this line? I don't even know what this was supposed to say. The best informant you may find is the one that no one else goes to speak with. There we go. Given the festivities, my guess is that he will be within the festival square as of now. Crowds, right. Thank you, Reeves. Dummy Wolfsbane, you're the one that's dyslexic. Anyway.
It has been a bit.
Can't say I've ever heard the name, but Pirates doesn't necessarily bode well. Thank you for the sub, Hunter.
The crew is something. Thank you for the follow, Tracy! I didn't get to say it earlier, but I really appreciate it. I felt like you saying, thank you for the sub, it felt like a good opening.
Yeah, I put my foot through the door. So, thank you for the follow, Tyrus, please.
We're kind of rolling out here.
Yeah, it's that little brief midstream out of character, I guess. Or you just get goofy with it. All right.
Goofy,
I think it's this way.
I should probably warn you. They're a group, for sure. The city is so large. Do you happen to know where to find the Malborn household? No? That's alright. Perhaps someone else will. Thanks anyways.
Actually, it says the town square is this way.
Really do get mixed around with your directions. More time I get to spend with you, I suppose.
2 weeks dead and you practically forget what you've lived your whole life.
Wow. Sounds dreadful.
Well, it wasn't peaceful, as many would have you believe. I woke up in a crypt, full of undead. Had to fight my way out and slay a reaper with nothing but a stone blade.
Mr. Wolfsbane, you talk about not believing in legends. But in a way, you yourself are one. Everyone thought you were dead. And like a corpse, you came walking right back into the city. As though nothing happened. It wasn't necessarily
my choice for people to believe in me.
Couldn't you say that about all legends? No one told people to believe in it. Sometimes they just act on their own will. Funny how that is. No, I believe in you.
This is the square. But I don't think this was the right square.
No!
The city's so fucking big! God damn it! This way. Not this way. God fucking damn it. You're just skipping a piece.
Oh no.
Hello.
The two are having a rather pleasant date. Perhaps you shouldn't interrupt. Well, we weren't going to.
Wasn't my plan.
The young woman is collecting water from the well. Good day to you. Well, good day to you too. Oh. Wait up, Mr. Wolfsbane. The festivities in the other square are a bit too much for me. I think I'll just stay here. Well, I suppose it is quite peaceful over here.
I think I was going the right way. I tripped my own self up. Fuck it. Alright. It's this way.
By directions later.
I'm so bad! Alright, I'm so bad.
Nope.
Nope! Nope! Alright, it's this way. Let's offer it. Damn it. It's definitely this way. Cat's fucking with me.
So, when you're not monster hunting, what do you do in your free time?
Train.
And when you're not training?
Monster hunting.
I already said not monster hunting.
Those are the only two options, unless you count sleep.
Sleep is not a hobby. Do you do anything on your spare time?
Get lost, apparently.
Oh no. Cat's just sitting there like, I'm not fucking with him. This was rehearsed, chat. This was rehearsed.
What do you mean rehearsed? It was rehearsed like, alright, you go here, then here. Alright, that's good. Alright, let's keep moving.
We were shown! I don't remember, but we were
Yeah, neither of us remember. Shut up.
Shit.
Hey, what were you saying?
Sleeping isn't exactly a hobby, you know.
My hobby's monster hunting. It's also my job, occupation, way of life.
Really? No knitting? You look like a knitter. Gosh, don't be so silent. I'm just kidding. You really should have a hobby, though. Keeps people sane. Maybe you'd be
Implies I
less of a
have the
legend if
time
you did
for it.
anything with your time other than just hunting and sleeping.
And that implies I have the time for it, and I don't. I spent 2 weeks dead. I've pretty much already elapsed my break time for the next decade. Besides, not necessarily what I do otherwise.
You don't
There's not
actually mean
much.
dead. You said dead. You're a jokester, Mr. Wolfsbane. I've never appreciated it until now. Who knew? Well, did you do anything fun with your little vacation? 2 weeks is a while to go away without talking to anyone. Okay. I won't push any further. Clearly, you like to keep your secrets. Also, it makes you a little more attractive. Do I amuse you? People often find me amusing.
You certainly do an excellent job at filling the silence.
That I do. The woman seems rather uninterested in the young man's approaches.
So, you're from outside Davenport, huh? What are you doing later?
Classy. You, Roland Wolfsbane.
Is this really still the wrong way?
Around. Oh no! What?
I have no idea what you mean. You said go to the docks. We went to the docks. Alright, there's not a quest tracker. Alright, like... The first time I at least had NPCs that vaguely led me in the direction to go because I just went where the people were. There's people fucking everywhere! Keep going.
Oh, look, a conveniently placed parrot. We should follow it. I like the pretty feathers.
This ain't the docks! This is away from the docks! Alright, whatever. You dodged the children!
What? Oh. Hello there. May Yona be with you.
If you help me climb up onto this wagon, I'll give you a coin!
Oh my god, it's bolded!
What?
Ooh, deal! The text is bolded!
Not for me.
What? What? Okay.
Here we are. I knew where this place was from the start. The festival square.
It did not take us too long to get here. You know your way around, Mr. Wolfsbane.
This isn't it.
I've purchased so many trinkets, I'm practically out of spending gold. Oh dear.
What the? Is that a new tunic? I quite like the color, actually. Where did you get it? Do you like it? Those fabrics from the capital were so worth the purchase. Oh no, everything is blurry.
What?
Yeah.
Are you dehydrating?
Fuck! My duties often keep me busy. Sometimes I forget to drink. Carry on.
I think that's our guy.
Oh.
Excuse me, are you Quinn?
Hmm?
I said, excuse me, are you Quinn?
Who's asking?
Move away from me. Hi again. It's
Oh,
Freya.
you wench.
I detest that name, for the record. I'm a priestess. Do not talk to it.
You really did have history.
I did. Hello again, Quinn. Nice to see you again.
I apologize on behalf of her. My name is Roland Wolfsbane. I just have a couple quick questions if you don't mind.
Hey, run them.
Rumor has it that you've been to the Glinting Gloom Pass. I want to know everything you know about it. That was funny.
Uh-huh. You're not the first idiots. Definitely not the last. You want everything?
I want to know what your end of the story is.
Well, long time ago, I was the first mate on a ship. Well, you know, we rode our way out there, and everyone starts diving over. I don't know.
Diving over.
The ship?
I don't know what else to tell you. I was the only one to make it out safe, I suppose. That's why I'm the captain now.
Why exactly did they dive over the edge of the ship?
If I had to guess. Greed. I was a little new to the crew, so maybe that's why I was spared.
Diving into the glittering mists. I see.
Ocean took him back.
Seems rather odd.
That definitely affirms my theory.
What? You're gonna have to speak up, I don't...
You don't hear well?
Yeah, mainly here from the left ear. So, yeah.
And so you've lost your hearing.
Long time ago, yes.
But you say you know where these mists are.
Aye. Sometimes, I suppose. I've heard they change around a lot.
We require passage to these mists, where you encountered them. We need to get to the pass. The Glinting Gloom Pass.
Aye, that's great, but... I don't know what you're coming to me for.
You said you're a captain, right?
Yeah, not to that place. Well...
Perhaps I didn't introduce myself right. I'm Roland Wolfsbane. I'm a seasoned monster hunter. I think there's something happening at these mists. I want to find out exactly what and see it for myself. I might even be able to solve the problem, but I won't know unless I see it myself.
that changes things up a bit. How about this? I'm still not doing it for free. But if you could potentially, let's see. I don't have great relations with the shipyard administrator, and I need a bit of supplies. Storm came through a few weeks ago. If you're willing to handle a few things, get a few supplies for me, maybe.
Do your busy work and then you will transport us.
I suppose.
Fine.
Still doesn't forgive you for what you did to Bartholomew. Wench.
Yeah, well, with a name like Bartholomew, he'll have it coming. Sorry.
We will get you your supplies in exchange for passage to the pass. We have a deal?
Sure. As long as that one doesn't keel haul us along the way.
No promises.
Then we'll be meeting again soon.
Alright, I'll be here.
Hey.
How exquisite! Quite fitting for my family name. I do believe my fiancé would love this necklace as well. How much? Come one, come all! I have the most exotic accessories and jewels from all over the world! The foreman of the shipyard. Hopefully it'll be easy to convince. Only time can tell, though. What an exciting time to be in the city. First is the return of that professional monster hunter, now these festivities with the incoming merchants. I've considered buying some new clothes for myself. Here, one of the outside kingdoms came here with imported silks and textiles. They sound so very comfortable.
Perhaps I could get a small gift for my daughter. A doll, perhaps? Or maybe a puppet to play with.
We can't go to the docks, though. We're going to need to head to the shipyard.
Something doesn't sit well with me. People just walking off the boat, doesn't that strike you as odd?
It certainly does.
Who in their right mind would just walk off?
Oh. There's the possibilities of illusions. There's creatures that are known to camouflage themselves. There's also mania. Joint mania. Seasickness.
Then
Perhaps
again,
there's something in the fog that upon inhaling causes you to go mad. Who knows? It does raise the question of how our friend Quinn managed to survive. From what I could tell, there was nothing particularly unique about him. He didn't smell of magic.
well, from what I remember, Bartholomew wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. Maybe it has to do with intelligence to, you know, not walk off a boat into some fog. Just saying. That does save me the inconvenience of having to talk to him again, though. What? He's already dead.
It seems you're particularly famous.
I have a reputation. Nothing more, nothing less. You have one yourself.
I suppose you're right there.
Exactly. Something we can agree on.
Here we are. This is where they construct new ships that they put out in the sea. This is also where they're going to be storing the supplies.
You have different piercings on your separate ears. It suits you. But clearly, that means you have some attachment to material items. Maybe not hobbies, but you've taken the slightest of interest in clothes. I'm learning more and more about you. Not that you make it easy.
Perhaps once upon a time.
The shipyard.
Where would he be? Possibly in the biggest building. Hello there. Yeah, these supplies should do. Does the yard have any more planks by chance?
I don't often come down here. I actually don't even leave the city too often.
What much use would you have? You're a priestess, not a sailor.
Yeah, the church likes to keep me on a tight leash. Wonder why. Do you know where the warehouses are? I seem to be a bit lost.
There.
Wilson has locked himself away to his work. Truly, those supply shortages are becoming exhausting.
That doesn't bode well for our negotiations.
Neither does you giving directions, but I haven't corrected you yet. Hello there.
The shipyard foreman, Wilson, would be hard at work within the office, writing within a small booklet and taking an inventory of the items upon his shelves. As you enter and approach his desk, he turns quickly.
Welcome in, welcome in. My name is Wilson Braswell, the foreman of this shipyard. Is there anything I can... My... You're Roland Wolfsbane, sir. The renowned monster hunter, and... you're a holy priestess of Yona, are you not? To what way with the pleasure?
Hello there, Wilson, is it? We're here for a fellow named Quinn.
Hang on, Quinn! The man would blink in shock before sighing. Great. So first he pillages my supplies with his pirate crew, and now he sent a monster hunter and a nun to coerce me. If that's truly your business here, then I'm afraid that I have little to say to you. I'll not be doing business with hooligans such as pirates and their ridiculous power complexes.
Oh, come now. You don't have to be like that, do you?
Without much warning, Freya would lean over the desk towards Wilson, who would blush slightly before looking away, crossing his arms and holding firm.
Your tricks will not work on someone such as myself. I refuse to interact with those who arrive to speak on Quinn's behalf.
Well, you seem to assume a lot. What if I were here for myself instead? Would that change your mind?
You've already told me you're allied with Quinn. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have further duties to attend to. Give a modicum of respect, and you shall leave me to my own devices and allow Quinn to suffer the consequences of his own actions. Look, we need supplies, then we'll get out of your hair.
He stares at the two of you, his gaze flicking between Freya's lustful eyes and Roland's intimidating stature. He gulps, entirely overwhelmed by your presences, before he clasps his hands together.
Fine, then. Do you swear to leave my office once your collection is complete? Then I will assist you and Quinn just this once. But if he ever sends goons to my shipyard again, so help me.
Goons? How unflattering.
However, there's still one complication. The vast multitude of individuals that have entered Davenport, we found ourselves relatively low on general goods. Well, I'm certain you can find some supplies to donate. Well, perhaps. But it would not be much, all right? There's little I could do, I assure you. Please, believe me.
He rushes forward to his books, beginning to shuffle through the papers.
But, except for the two of you and your hospitality, we may make an exception. May even have a couple of extra sails, wooden logs, buckets, spear ends, perhaps even some sleeping bags or some torches. Hell, I'll throw in a wheel or two. Is that satisfactory? Truly cannot give anything more. I have other patrons as well. That'll have to do. Thank Yona. Supplies will be in the warehouses outside this very building. Please, help yourself and don't come back.
He looks away carefully, looking between the two of you, his face contorting into both embarrassment and fear.
Lovely speaking with you as well. Take care. What a lovely man.
Not one of much fortitude. Caved rather easily.
Well, I often do.
Is that a technique you often employ to get what you want?
Oh my.
Holy motherfucking god.
That is only slightly terrifying.
We'll ignore it.
I really do not have a lot of supplies after all.
I wonder what ran this place barren.
Well, he did mention that Quinn and his crew. Apparently.
And the likely shipwrecks.
Yeah. I guess combined they... Oh no.
Yeah, I'm walking away from that one. Yeah, I'm walking quickly past this area though.
This area is kind of freezing me. Yep, there we go.
Nothing of the sorts yet. What warehouses are actually stocked?
I'm sure we'll found it.
Here we are.
Oh. Some torches. Some spear hooks. Should I grab it all or leave a little bit? Probably should leave some.
Well, if we want to assure our passage, the more we obtain, the more we're likely to convince.
Point taken.
I shudder at the thought of arming pirates, but if it's to this end, my own task is far more important.
It seems like we're at least close to figuring out what is going on.
Buckets, torch lighters,
Got some wood.
a few bags.
Might be helpful to fortify the sails. Let's see, what else do we find? And I'll have you know, my tactics are quite effective.
I would imagine they are,
You'd be surprised
but
how many
only on
cheats
those
and
of weak
liars there are.
fortitude. But only on those of weak fortitude.
Maybe. Do you need any buckets?
I have 10 pails on me.
Alright, I'll get an
I
extra
think
4.
I'm holding about as much as I can feasibly carry.
Yeah, me too. So heavy. Can't hold any more.
And let's go meet our compatriot. Hopefully this will be enough to convince him.
I'm sure. I think the spear hooks alone will get him intrigued.
Not a practical use for a pirate, I suppose. I doubt they'll be doing fishing with them.
That makes a nice weapon, I imagine. It's all pointy and everything.
Weapons that'll likely be turned on fellow men.
I'm sure there's some sense of camaraderie between pirates.
It comes with the occupation. No honor amongst thieves.
Maybe. Is there honor amongst monster hunters?
Some.
Some.
You typically die too early in order to betray one another.
Huh.
Life of a monster hunter isn't a long one.
So is that why you don't keep anyone close?
Let's just say they don't stay for long.
No. Well, good luck getting rid of me. At least we'll work on this. After all, I'm doing the church's bidding.
As a priestess, and I a monster hunter, our paths could not possibly be farther apart.
And yet here we are, walking
I have
the
more
same
relations with Solomon and Alena than I do with you.
path. Isn't Alena a priestess as well?
She is special.
Yeah, she's a kind soul, all right.
Never mind.
But I'm an assertive one. There's a reason they keep me around.
I'm afraid it takes more than assertion to make yourself valuable to me,
Yeah, I also have a wonderful personality.
as evidenced.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would he still be at the festival square, or would he have made his way to the harbor? That's the question.
No, that's a good question. We can check by a ship while we're here. And if not, we can go back to the square.
Square first,
Okay.
because then we might follow his path. He's either by the fountain, or he's aboard his ship. Whoever that is.
It appears he's still
There
here.
he is.
Hello, Quinn.
We have your supplies. How does this look?
Any room to go with it?
I'm sure we can work something out.
I don't
After.
think I would anything worked out here.
We may work something out after, but I believe I fulfilled our deal.
We have? Wrong then. You're still so caught up on this potential for that mission. This past
Personal business. Called curiosity.
We often do get curious out here.
what's the phrase? Curiosity killed the cat.
Curiosity leads to people walking off boats, apparently.
Come on.
At the very least, I'm a little bit harder to kill.
This ship will take us over to the main one.
Alright,
Gully.
priestess. Now would be the time to turn back. Boarding a ship of pirates out into the middle of an ocean where supposedly no one returns from can't exactly be a place for the faint of heart.
Who said I was of the faint of heart?
Are you certain you know what you're getting into?
I think I do. Come on, Mr. Wolfsbane.
So what happens again? Fine then.
Fuck me.
You good now?
Yeah, I'm unfaded.
Alright.
Chat clown on me, it's okay. Chat knows I faded twice already.
What's the point of the teleport? If like we were just
I thought because
what?
like, I was like,
As I said, different series, same Lily.
no! I can't hit your chat, so I'm hitting you.
Okay.
Alright.
So
Welcome
this is
aboard.
the ship of a pirate. Why does this compartment exist? There's
Nothing in here.
I'm not sure you swing that thing.
You want to talk about swinging and watching where?
What am I swinging?
The young pirate would be climbing up to the crow's. This is you.
Oh, fuck. The young pirate would be climbing up the crow's nest, humming a song as she goes. Up the ladder I go, up the ladder I go. Hi ho, the pipe. No, that's not the song.
They're very eccentric. I suppose most pirates would be.
Hey, does Quinn know you're on board?
Brought us on himself.
He brought you guys supplies.
Hey! Hey, recruits, eh? Welcome to...
Wait, Freya? Hey, you remember me? Bartholomew? I knew you would come back for me. Wait, where are you going? Come back.
He didn't walk off the boat.
I dare say your reputation might be farther spread than mine.
Oh, yeah. You seriously thought I was coming for him? Jesus Christ. I told you he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. I wasn't lying. Don't give me that
That's
look.
a transport. Whoops.
Shoot. Is that me?
Is this a guy? I can't.
I can't tell.
Ah, welcome aboard. Glad to have you.
Wait, you're Freya, aren't you? I remember you. You're the priestess that cheated on Bartholomew with 3 other people.
Truly, infamy has a way of following you.
Okay. Keep it between us, but it was 5. Come on. Look, I wasn't even, like, dating them. They chose to assume. That's on them.
I believe we're ready to set sail, Captain.
What was that?
We're ready to sail.
Really, this is the turning back point if either of you are wanting it so.
Unfortunately, I have a job to do, and this one seems too stubborn to leave me, so...
Stubborn or capable.
For some of us, this may be the end of the road. Who knows? Regardless, we won't be your problem anymore after this.
So be it.
I can't believe he didn't walk off the boat.
Certainly is a mystery.
Yeah,
And I suppose we're about to get our answer.
I suppose so. Do you notice how foggy it is? Even in here, it's like it's coming through the door.
That is bright. We have to be in it then.
This is indeed foggy, alright.
The rumored glittering fog.
Alright, pick-a-roons.
Oh, hey.
Right about in the right spot. If
So
you
this is the
couldn't
pass.
notice.
So I guess it doesn't move that quickly after all.
I don't understand how ships get lost out here. Maybe they can't see the rocks and they drive straight into them and then shipwreck. Keep your eyes peeled for ruins of ships. You might be looking for a fishing boat in particular.
Yeah, but that wouldn't explain Quinn's experience.
You're right, something doesn't add up here.
Something doesn't. But I'm sure you with that brilliant mind of yours will figure it out.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Here. Huh.
Partially deaf. That's why. Shh! Damn it! We don't have time to waste!
What? Where are you? Roland?
Not back here, hold on.
What are you doing?
Where does the ship keep its supplies? We do not have any time!
Oh,
If it gets any louder, we're dead!
Danny, what?
Come on,
Is
here.
it singing?
No.
Oh, okay. What are you
Here.
looking for? What?
You need to wear these now!
Where? What?
Put them in now!
Okay! Jesus! Oh. Huh. Why did you... Oh, hello? Oh. Flying! I can't even understand him anymore. You know, then again, that might be okay. Oh, he does look so good. Oh, okay, nope, Freya, this is a serious moment. We have to actually be worried because, you know, something's going on, and that's not great. Should I really have come out here? No. I am not sitting in church all day like Alena wants me to. Where did he go? Oh. Roland? We're on a first-name basis now, right? But, Quinn? Pirates begin... Holy... Why are people walking off the boat? Oh, you have a crossbow! Okay. That's great. I'm gonna sit close to the person with the crossbow. Because apparently something... What is going... Oh. There's something in the water. Oh. Oh. There's definitely something in the water. Roland! You... No, don't disrupt him. Was it smart of me to come out here? Probably not in hindsight. But he looks so good and I wouldn't have seen this in action otherwise. No, I am a priestess. I can do things. There are pirates walking off the ship. This is not good. He can't hear me. Okay, this is fine. This is holy moly. Oh dear Yona, please help me in this trying time. Where's Alena when I need her? Is it okay for me to just stand here? I'm not in the way, right? And again, I could just sit back and watch. It's not like I would really do anything at the moment. You seem to have it covered. Then again, is it the fog that's making them walk off? Or is it what's in the water? What does it have to do with sounds? Maybe I should oh, hello there. Oh, even Quinn seems intrigued on what's going on right now. You know, I know he doesn't have hobbies, but he is good at what he does, apparently. Well, not apparently. Just actually. Huh. He's just so driven. Everything he does has a purpose to it. It's kind of impressive. What is in the water, though? I can't fully... Oh! That was a tail! That was so evidently a tail. I saw that right with my two eyes. There's a tail down there. Oh! Where did he... Ooh. Calm yourself, Freya. You don't get to do stuff like this often. Enjoy it while it lasts. No matter how weird the experience experience is... I mean, I don't have the urge to walk off a boat right now, so I don't get why anyone else is. Huh. Oh! Well, that one didn't work as well, but he's doing well. Some sort of fish thing in there, I think. That would explain the tail. I mean, no, sharks are a thing, but I'd hardly call them monstrous. Maybe something else? He seems to know what it is, or at least I want to have faith that he does. He is the monster hunter as well, so probably should have the knowledge of such... Oh! Roland! Oh, shit! He can't hear me! Dear Yona, save me now! Oh! He's fine. You. The boat just lurched. Why did he stop biting? Roland, this is where you fight. Roland. Oh, nope. That is just not gonna happen. What did they? I don't know how to wield any of these. Oh, that is way too sharp. Nope, do not know how to shoot that. A stick. I can wield a stick. Come here. Oh, I'm coming for you, Roland. No, you dare, you stupid fish. Out, off the boat, off the boat. Get off the boat. Oh, you did not land well. You look terrifying. I'm calm. Why is he jumping? Why? Yeah. You trying to tell? Oh my god, damn, he looks good. He really does exercise. Are you trying to tell me something? Hold on. Let me just give me a second. Let me take this out.
Out! Take them out!
I took them out.
They're sirens. Siren song. That's why all of the sailors died. That's how Quinn didn't die. He's deaf. He couldn't hear it.
Sirens. Is that
They're
why you were
swarming.
just walking to the boat?
There are 3 that are still alive. We need something to fight them in the water. Your stick isn't going to deal with them as they're circling us.
I know what to do. Yona, give me strength. You dumb hoe!
Blah!
I meant to do
What?
that. I'm a mage.
What?
Yep. Yeah, I can wield magic.
Whatever. Take this side. I'll take this side.
Okay.
Fire at them in the water. Watch their movements.
Oh, this is working.
They'll
This is working.
capsize the ship if we don't fight well.
Okay, understood. I got it, Mr. Wolfsbane. You
I
can
shot
count
one
on
down.
me.
There's at least 3 others that are still circling. This is a deadly concentration. I've never seen this many sirens in one place.
Okay. Ooh.
Watch the waters. The second you see movement, fire! Damn it! One boarded!
Are you okay?
Help!
Oh! I think you're doing well with it.
Damn it!
You can do this, Mr. Wolfsbane.
What? That's not it. Keep going.
Okay.
Come on. There we go.
It's so difficult to use.
They're circling like sharks in the water. The pirates are dead. So
Okay.
is the husband. You do not survive a siren. Once they have you in the water, you don't come back up.
Okay,
Shit.
good to know. Oh, there's one over there. Oh.
Listen carefully. You can hear them
I
rushing
came
through.
over here.
Ah!
I got this one. Or no.
Come on.
Still together. Hey, you
Don't fall off the ship!
try not to.
If you go in the water, it's a death sentence!
Oh,
Even if we manage to stop their song!
we got it off.
Keep looking.
It's coming up again.
They're back!
It's trying to get us off into the water.
Of course they are. That's their domain. Once they transform, they don't sing any longer. They
Okay.
reveal their true form. It doesn't make them any less deadly.
Ooh.
In fact, this is the form that they take whenever they eat
Another one
you.
coming up on this side. know, well, the two of us make a
Sirens.
good team.
I cannot believe I didn't figure it out sooner. A sailor's worst nightmare.
Have you ever met them before? Or is this a
Not
first?
personally. Oh, I know how to fight them.
Well, I get to share it first with the Roland Wolfsbane. I consider myself
Don't
lucky.
go in the water! And if they do manage to start that song again, you plug those ears!
Okay. Why did they stop? Oh,
They can
another one
only
over here.
sing when they're posing as a woman. Their enchantment falls as soon as they no longer uphold that form. Once they reveal their true nature as a hideous monster, their siren song becomes ineffective.
Understood.
They only do that when they have the intent to kill. That's why they'll lure as many as they can into the water and have them drown before unveiling their form. You threatened them, therefore they transformed early.
I see.
This crossbow isn't gonna last forever, but they can't take too many bolt shots either.
Oh, another one over here. Holy, it just came up into the cat.
It hissed as it did too. Gonna be getting more ferocious then. Alright then.
Oh.
Just leave this one to me!
Okay. You do not have to take this place.
Now, die! One down. We still have 2 more to go.
Yona. He is so attractive.
Come on.
Okay, looking out. Trying to see. Oh, another one's up here. Hey, I got this one. I won't let you take him from me. Take this. Ugh. Stupid siren. Little fish shit.
Magic, huh? One more. As soon as the leader. Same one that boarded the ship the first time.
I'll keep an eye out on this side.
Final one. Silent. On my side!
Okay.
Okay. Me and you
Yeah.
are going to team attack it, alright? You take the left and blast it with magic. I'll cripple it on the right. And then we'll kill it, alright?
Understood.
On the
your
count of
call.
3, are you ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3!
Oh.
What?
Quinn?
That felt good.
You just... That was attractive.
You good?
Yes.
Well,
What was that?
Nothing.
suppose that solves the mystery of the mists. Sirens.
Sirens it was, I suppose.
That
Say what now?
officially uncurses this passage.
Did you never look in the water when you just saw your crewmates walking off the edge?
Sorry, I was a little busy trying to get us off the rock we hit or anything like
Okay.
that.
Well, at least we solved it now.
Well, that was an ordeal.
Yeah, but it was a successful ordeal. You ready to go, Mr. Wolfsbane?
Thanks again for the passage.
Of course. I'm glad at least some of us made it out of alive. Oh, and before I forget, feel these are rightfully to you guys. Got them off of the few that you left on the ship.
Siren scales. The glimmering mist, that's why. They saw the sirens in the fog.
Oh, that makes sense.
You coxswains are alright, I will give you that. Selfless, even though I lost my original crew, and now this one. At least you two have helped me avenge them.
May Yona be with you.
I'm going to tolerate you being this close to me.
I was trying to do my job as a priestess. Sigh. Am I at least no longer a wench?
Promote you to Bilgerat.
I'll take it.
We best be heading off now. What of you?
You have a good one, old salt. I'm probably leaving Davenport as soon as I get my ship repaired. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna need
As
that.
per the agreement.
Here you go. So many materials. Be sure to send Bartholomew my regards if he survived.
Yeah, I'll make sure to sail back through there. Take it easy, travelers.
"17 intact scales. 17 sets at least.
Is that good?
Well, if you know who to sell them to, they fetch for a rather high price. They're not exactly a common commodity. They're priceless even.
Well, you're the monster hunter. You must know where to sell them, right? To get the best price?
I think I have an idea of who to give them to.
All right, lead the way. I guess monster hunting does have its perks after all. You know, I know you said you don't like company, but you were in a little bit of a situation there earlier. If I remember correctly, I think, you know, I might have helped you.
I would have been fine if my earplugs didn't fall out upon us striking a rock.
But they did.
Here we are.
And where's the church? You know, donate it to me? How sweet of you.
Hello, Alena. Greetings, Sarah.
I found the problem. The young woman would stare at you all with anticipation, a handkerchief still tightly clasped in her hands. Mr. Wolfsbane, Priestess Freya, please, is there any news? She rushes forward quickly, dropping to her knees before both of you. Where is my husband? Have you located him?
I'm afraid your husband perished. The hands of sirens.
Sirens?
Shit, we gotta mute cat.
What?
We gotta unmute cat.
Oh, I unmuted Cat.
I didn't. Alright, there we go.
Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're audible.
Sirens?
Alena would walk
Alena would
forward
walk
in
forward in
alarm as
alarm.
well.
Those ocean creatures that resembled young women, correct?
How is that possible? Well, turns out that pass was a big lie. And it was just how those wenches got dinner. No, I cannot believe you! She looks at the ground hopelessly, her hands going up to her face as tears welled up once more in her eyes. My husband cannot be dead. He simply cannot be. Our debt, our finances. He left me alone to manage it myself.
He had good intentions. I suppose that's his reason for wanting to head out there. He wished to find fortune. But the sin of greed has its price.
What am I to do? Please, Mr. Wolfsbane. She clutches at your boots, sniffling. What am I supposed to do now? Without my husband, I am a simple widow. I have no children, no close family to seek aid from. I am nothing.
Perhaps not. I do have one thing to give you, Sarah.
Slowly, you kneel down before her, and you take her hand into yours. You place the glittering scales into her palm. What? What are these? She looks at the glow in confusion and slight awe. They are beautiful.
They're siren scales. Sell them to Palmer at the general store.
She stares at you in shock, slowly nodding. And what then?
Scales like those are quite rare. Palmer will pay good money and at a fair price. Your debt will be erased.
Erased? She gulps at the thought, looking back down at the scales in her grip. She looks back towards the statue of Yona within the church. Oh, goodness, Yona. This is truly a miracle. Because of my husband, I may continue to live comfortably. Thank you. Thank you all. Don't mention it. It's what a priestess does, after all. The young woman nods at you, tears still in her eyes, as she smiles and departs, scales in hand.
And that sorts that.
Priestess, my ass! That was money!
You didn't strike me as the materialistic type.
Well, I'm not typically, but you said it was worth a lot. Couldn't half of it have paid off her debts and then the other half gone to your expensive for monster hunting?
Her husband died. I consider it damages.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I didn't finish the job. She didn't hire me to find whatever killed him and kill it. She hired me to bring back her husband. I failed. I owed her. Now I recuperated that debt.
Well, don't you have the moral high ground? You're a good one, Mr. Wolfsbane. And that's a lot coming from me.
Well...
You were gone for quite some time, Freya. Where were you?
Oh, you know, doing stuff as a priestess and competent mage does. Go with me on this.
Mage?
Mm-hmm. Procured another magical staff. As I do. Right, Alena?
You went along with him?
Well, of course I did. I told you it was the church's business.
And fought sirens.
Mm-hmm.
Resisted their song and survived. Possibly even saved my life.
When I told you to keep on the straight and narrow and behave, I didn't expect...
Super straight and narrow. Was doing my job, protect Mr. Wolfsbane here, you know, since he has business with the church. Clearly it was in my jurisdiction to stick with him. And I did my job. You proud of me yet, Alena?
Well, you don't make much of a priestess. But you might make something of a monster hunter.
Oh?
Oh?
It's not exactly a long life. It's a harsh one. A deadly one. A short, but eventful one. And one that can have impact on many other lives. It's a duty. And a purpose. It's not for the faint of heart. But it will take you anywhere and everywhere. So, after what I've seen today, I just have one question for you, Freya. Are you in?
Alrighty with everyone, alrighty everyone, that is going to be it for today's stream. I hope you all enjoyed it. Very, very excited. So, yes, you better not end the stream here. It's such a cliffhanger. I'm sorry. It's meant to be. It's meant to be a cliffhanger. Oh, really? You guys loved it? That makes me so happy. I'm really excited. So yeah, this is like the newer series. If you haven't seen the first episode, it was like streamed exclusively on Rex's like stream theme bobber. I think the bot is still there, and I'm sure he's gonna post it on his like YouTube as well at some point. But I recommend checking out because it was amazing and awesome. I really hope you enjoyed this one. I'm like glad just seeing like the immediate excitement. It makes me very excited. Also, yes, Tracy, I don't know if you're there earlier because I haven't been able to look at chat because my phone died and I had it up for like a little bit, but I was also looking at roadmap, so I was kind of bouncing between the two. Thank you so much for following. I really, really appreciate it. The excitement makes me so happy. Do updates. It'll probably be a bit until the next episode of this series, but in the meantime, we're gonna be playing other games and all that jazz. Tomorrow will probably either be like a group stream where we do like, you know, the Poppy playtime to see like one of those games, or I'll be playing like Jedi again, which, oh my god, I like loaded it up this morning to try and practice, you know, defeating the frog, and I spent an hour and a half, still could not defeat the frog. Like, I've gotten so close. So close. But I could not defeat the frog yet. I will eventually defeat this frog. If it is literally the last thing I do. Libby, best character. Libby is the best. Our little robot friend. So cute. With that, though, I am going to be ending things off here for the night. Take care, everyone. Make sure you're getting, like, all the rest and everything. I hope you all have the lovely, like, rest of your weekend and all that jazz. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. So excited. I'm really, really glad you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you later. All right, bye-bye, everyone. And I'll also, since it'll be like a group stream tomorrow, I can actually like, more so interact with you guys and talk. I always I love doing roleplay streams like this, but it does make me sad whenever like I can't directly interact to like everything going on in chat. And in this case, I didn't even get to see chat for a lot of it, so I'll have to rewatch the stream and like see everything that like happened and like all the reactions, because it always makes me smile so much. But okay, yes, with that. Goodbye, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow for another stream. Hellsbane will be returning when it does. Unfortunately, we don't really have updates for it. It just kind of happens when it happens. But we'll be sure to put like an update in the fan server when it gets scheduled. So yeah, bye. I'll put some hugs. Do little hug emotes. It's my favorite one. All right, see you guys tomorrow.